I was an early adopter on the platform Acorns. It came out in 2012, and by 2015, I had put $50 into Acorns. And at this time in my life, I was in college and completely broke, but I wanted to start investing and getting my money out there. And Acorn seemed like a really good solution at the time because you put in just a little bit of money, and then every time you spend money, you could round up to the dollar and invest. So every time you buy lunch, anything you buy, you could automatically invest the remaining cents, 40 cents, 30 cents, whatever it is, would go to Acorns. And at this time, Acorns was completely free. And in this video, I'm gonna be showing you exactly what happened with my money over the past 10 years being invested in Acorns. And you're probably not gonna believe the results that you see, because I also couldn't believe it. But before we jump into it, my name is Dallin and welcome to Creating Cash Flow. And I know that your time is valuable, so I will try and pack as much value into this video for the short time that we have together. And if that seems like a fair trade, then go ahead and hit that like button and let's jump right into it. So if you're not familiar with Acorns, it is an investing and banking platform that also tries to offer you additional knowledge if you want to learn more about investing in banking. And currently they have 3 plans. They have Acorns Personal, which is $3 a month, Acorns Personal Plus, which is $5 a month, and Acorns Premium, which is $9 a month. Back in the day when I joined, it wasn't a banking platform, it was simply an investing platform where you could put money in and set some target goals. You could say your age, when you plan to retire, how risky you want to be, and from there, Acorns experts would put your money in a mix between stocks and bonds and help you invest your money. The other thing that I thought was really cool at the time is anytime you spend money, they'd round up to the nearest dollar and put that remaining amount into your Acorns account automatically. So if you bought something for $1.95, then it would automatically round up the charge to $2 and they would place 5 cents into your Acorns account so it could naturally build as you go. And in the beginning, Acorns was completely free. I didn't ever pay for Acorns. And so it seemed like a pretty good service. But what I'm about to show you, to me, doesn't make any sense because I had invested a total of $50 in June of 2015. And just to put that in perspective, this was the cost of Apple stock at that time, more or less, with all of the stock splits that have happened since then. So you can get the idea of the relative amount of $50 at the time. I had invested in a pretty risky plan because I was young and I would rather have had my money in stocks than in bonds, and so apparently that money was invested. Now this is where it gets a little bit confusing, and tell me if you can follow along. As you can see, this is the all-time graph of how my portfolio has performed over time. So if you come back to the very beginning, you can see that I got started in early 2015 and that my money was in June of 2015, it was about 50 bucks, and it went all the way to 54.59 is where it hit the peak. It then slowly started dropping down over the course of 5 years, which at first I thought was kind of weird. I was wondering what stocks could they have invested in over the past 5 years that would have gone straight down, because that actually doesn't make any sense. The majority of stocks, or at least the stocks they should have been picking, were going up at this time, and overall stock performance has done very well. If you remember that Apple picture, I was also buying Apple stock at that time. So if they would have even had a little bit of their portfolio in Apple, it should have kept things moving up and to the right. So this is where I get pretty confused. And even if I know first at some point they implemented a $1 fee. I don't remember joining with a $1 a month fee, so I guess that's $12 a year, but I don't remember having to pay that. But what I don't understand is how they were pulling that $1 a month fee out of my Acorns money if it was invested. So I had $50 here. And if they're pulling out $1 a month for 5 years, 6 years, basically that's gonna drain my entire account. However, this was supposed to be an investment account, not an account that I just put $50 in and then get charged $1 a month every single month for 6 years. So I'm pretty confused at how Acorns is justifying this level of performance and how they were able to charge me every single month out of money that was supposed to be invested. I find this pretty confusing, and right now I do not use Acorns and I do not trust what they're doing over at Acorns. Now I know someone may have a much better or a much different example than me, but I've had better luck investing in my own stock picks or my own ETFs over the last 10 years. A good example is Apple. I've invested in Apple consistently since about 2009, and almost everything I invested in, even as a kid when I was in my early 20s, actually my late teens when I first started investing, has done and performed better than what happened with Acorns. So if Acorns wants to charge $1 a month, how I would understand that is they would charge me $1 a month. They wouldn't be pulling out of my investment account $1 every single month. So as I said in the beginning of this video, I could not believe how this performed. I am pretty disappointed. And as always, this is just the start of the conversation. Let me know in the comments down below if you have had a similar experience as this with Acorns, or if there's something I'm just not understanding that you know how to explain. And as always, thanks for watching.